opening this box and turning what's inside into a money-making machine. And then I'm going to tell y'all how to start your own business from scratch. Ready? There's this little piece. Okay. Let's see. A notebook. Very useful. It was stuck. A phone. Just a regular, it's just an iPhone. And, oh, this one looks good. What is this? And, a website. I know my handwriting's ugly. All right. Don't need that anymore. Okay. So we got 3 things, a phone, a notebook, and a website. You might need a pen or pencil too to write down in your notebook, but honestly, that's all you need, and I'm going to break it down within the next few minutes exactly how to do so, even for a beginner. Be sure to watch this video all the way to the end, and you'll learn the one question that you need to decide before you start your business, how to stand out so that people notice you and your business and not the competition, the simple tools that you need. Yes, a website is one of them. And how to get your first customer without spending a lot of money. So no headaches, no coding, no long class, just simple moves that you can do today. First things first, you want to pick a problem to solve. Every business runs off a problem being solved. McDonald's is even solving the problem of someone being hungry and wanting convenience and cheap. That's the problem that they're solving. Messy house, hire a cleaner. Car messed up, hire a mechanic. Yard looks messed up, hire a landscaping company. Your job of your new business is to pick one problem to solve. One problem that you can genuinely help people with. And it helps even better if you genuinely want to help them with. So that's where your notebook is going to come in handy. In your notebook, I want you to write down 3 things that your own friends have asked you to help them with. 3 things that they've called you and said, hey, can you do such and such? Or maybe even someone on social media said, hey, you do such and such, so can you help me with that? The reason I'm saying that people ask you is because that means more than likely you're good at it if people ask you for it. On this notebook, circle the easiest one to explain. Not sure what I mean? Here's an example. I'm good at drawing. People ask me for logos. See there? I make the best pasta. I'm good at making pasta. People always ask me for their events to make them a pan of pasta. The reason that you're doing this is because when you solve a pain, that's where people will happily pay you. If there's no pain, then no one is going to be paying. No problem, no business. The next step is to shape your simple offer. And we're keeping this small. This is for beginners, so you want to do one. Begin with one product or one service, because a business can be either product or service. Either way, you're still going to need the website, but we'll get into that later. Make sure that you're so clear that a child can understand it. The reason why is because if it's too complicated, you'll just get a lot of questions. And it's going to become a revolving door of people asking you questions and you answering them. So that's why you want to be super clear. Here's an example. I designed TikTok logos, since I draw good, for $50. How much clearer can we get than that? Here's also a pricing tip. Make sure to price it at a number that you will smile about, but still low and affordable enough so that strangers will still try it. You don't want to just jump off the boat saying that you design logos for TikTok for $20,000 because you still want it low enough to where people will try it. Promise and result. Let your customers know what they will get and how long it takes to get it. Here's your example. Logo in 72 hours, 3 days, or you'll get your money back guaranteed. Promise and result. The next step. Name and brand yourself. This part can get really complicated, so this is just an example. You could obviously use your real name, the name of your cat, your dog, your favorite thing. It doesn't matter. This is just an example. Pick a vibe or a mood and add it to your name. An example is Spark logos. Spark and logos. Now, don't forget about your colors. You want to have brand colors. Choose 2 of them. Choose one. It's your business, so it can be whatever you want. I say start off with 2 because we're not overcomplicating things. When you have too many, it gets to be overwhelming. So just choose 2 colors that you like and that you don't mind seeing over and over. Check out canva.com. There's a bunch of free templates on there that will help you with the process in that. It'll help you out with color choice. It'll help you out with logos. Canva has tons of different things on there, and you can just use the free version for now. The next step. So you do need a website, but keep it simple. You're just starting out. I'm going to tell you this secret. I've been having websites since I was about 14. All you need on your website is 3 things. You need a simple 1 page that says who you are, what you sell, and a buy button or book. So that way, if you're providing services, your customers can book you. So book, buy now. You need something where people can contact you to pay you for your item or services. There's tons of different platforms to choose from. Wix, Shopify, my fave Stand Store. There's tons, even Big Cartel. There's so many. I have another video about choosing a website. However, you want to pick one that's drag and drop, that's real simple and easy for you to use and for you to set up. Think of your website as your digital real estate. It's like your digital store. You don't have a physical storefront, that is, but you have this digital one, and it's just the same. People can stop by, browse 24/7 on your digital storefront. The next step is grab attention for free. And remember, we're keeping this really simple, so I'm not overcomplicating this. Pick one social media platform to work on for this. Just one. You just started. You don't want to spread yourself thin. It's going to be a lot if you just have one product for now and you're talking about it on all these different websites and trying to keep up with all these different posts. So pick one social media platform that your customers are already scrolling on. So just to keep going with the example I gave earlier, let's say that Sparks chose TikTok. They're going to show them the problem on TikTok. It might be messy sketches, words that are crooked, unappealing, non-good-looking logos. Then they can show their solution fast. Show the before and after, the beautiful logo, the nice looking logo, how colorful it is, how it's in the correct format. Show everything that also lets the customer know that they had a problem. So let's say that they have lots of great clients and a lot of before and afters. Even if you don't have them, you can still do this. Get testimonials from your customers. How do you get testimonials if you don't have customers? You can offer your services for free for like your family, just in the beginning, just a couple people, like 3, and grab a good testimonial from them. That's what you really need in exchange for that. And then, of course, after you've got a few of those, start charging. Once you've gathered all of your testimonials on your TikTok or on whatever platform of choice, now you're cooking. You want to make sure you put something called a CTA in. That's your call to action. Tell those future customers that your link is in the bio. Remember, you just made your website. So put your link in your bio and you can show your work. Short, real clips and actual work in action is much better than ads. It gets much better results than ads. And plus, really, honestly, ads are for people that are already making money and they're at that level of flipping the money. So back to where for a beginner, you shouldn't be just investing thousands of dollars into ads quite yet. You also want to make sure that people see proof and then they'll click your link. The next step is collect your leads with a tiny win. So let's say you set up something quick, a discount code, 10% off, a freebie, which could be a small quick guide or pamphlet, just some quick information, something that will get the customer to trade with you their email address and their information in exchange for the free item that you're giving. That's called a freebie. So now you have the customer is interested, they're warm, now they've turned into something called a lead. So now you have leads. Now you have more people to sell to that aren't cold. These are people that are already interested in your business. Some great tools that beginners can use for emailing would be something like MailChimp. There's tons of different platforms and softwares. Just do your research and check them out. The thing about emails is they let you promote anytime. You don't need any algorithm. You don't need any social media. You can send out an email any time of the night with your own platform. The next step. So now we're at your first customers and providing feedback. But it's a loop. Wow, we are really moving along. So before this next one, I want to remind y'all that I know you are getting great value out of this, so please be sure to subscribe and hit the notification button so that way you get notified whenever I post a new video. So the next step is your first customers and feedback loop. It's a loop. You want this to keep going. Something simple you can do and start instantly is to DM the people that like your post. So let's say on TikTok you got 20 likes. DM every single one of those people because they are interested in what you posted. Something simple, you can say something like, hey, thanks for the love. I want to send you this freebie. You see how you're building a relationship with your future customers here. Now, I know also I was saying earlier to offer free services to a couple people. If you don't have friends or family to offer it to, you can also offer it to the first 3 people that are interested in your services from the internet. Or you might have friends and family that just don't go with what you're selling. So honestly, it really doesn't matter who it is. You want to give your services either away or heavily discount them, only your first few orders. Now, I'm not saying do this for 5 years. I'm only just talking about your first few orders. This will allow you to post more results and more testimonials, more customers saying they liked it, and you'll be able to post more like gasoline on fire. And now for your last step. Improve, rinse, and repeat. That means as you go along, you're going to get better each and every day because you're going hard, you're trying, and you're actually being consistent and working for it. Rinse and repeat, meaning you're going to do the same thing. Keep getting new customers, keep advertising, keep going on different social media platforms until you add it to 2. Because remember earlier I said try 1 first. Now you can add on 2, a second that is. You can add on a second product. You can add on a second social media platform. Have a second offer. That is for later, okay? Right now, you just started. I'm not trying to scare you, so just keep steady with that 1. So we got 3 simple things that turned into an entire business plan for you in just a few minutes. Imagine what you can do when you're actually consistent and keep going with it. That's what I want you to do. Drop in the comments what business idea that you chose and what you wrote down. I want to hear all about it. Let me know. Drop in the comments what idea that you picked. Let's brainstorm together, and I'll see you in the next video.